like a bad matchup for DK. DK sounds like it'll be fine, and I really like the Hellbear Smashers lineup. I think the Brame put themselves in a really hard spot this game, especially with this last pick Wind Ranger. I don't see how it fits and brings the whole draft together.
Ooh, Storm's
turnabout, but this is a good start.
That is a very good start because they should be able to give the. Oh, it's gonna be Spartan who gets the final hit. They were trying.
Okay, Sto, what a god! Is in the position. He's aware that the guy's gonna go check to do the ward check. So he goes to the spot where you're in tower range. He skills Cogs. Like you don't get Cogs at level 1 on Clockworks. You got Cogs because he just knew this situation was happening. Godly positioning.
Look at that. Oh, still Ace going to be able to grab up the rune, but yeah, you know, some of it in a lot of the other games, especially the last game that we saw Brame played, was one of the MVPs. This guy's positioning is just off the charts. So definitely interested to watch him and Gilgear here duke it out as those position 4s, see what kind of plays that they can make, of course. Haven't seen quite as much the Dark Willow, seems to be gaining in popularity, but still the potential to make some pretty sick plays.
Yeah, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the hero right now with just... Sometimes you're feeling like you're lacking. A lot of these times I'm feeling that these lineups are lacking damage as these from the 4 position. And when you have these super tanky offlaners, Willow just addresses that in a lot of situations. It's also really good when you have these core heroes that just need a little bit of extra lockdown. They'll have the damage provided. Willow gives you so much lockdown. And Gilgear, he's also getting trapped up a bit. Look up, he's got boots though. He's fine.
He's fine. He just lured a bear into a bramble patch and got stuck on his own brambles. It happens. This is actually funny because usually, you know, we see, especially in our post-game interview, we talked about, you know, give Spartan something that is a little bit more durable. And he actually did quite well the other day with the Dark Willow pickup. So I wonder if that's one of the other reasons that we're seeing it picked up over for the side of Hellbear Smashers, just to kind of deny Spartan the survivability.
Yeah, maybe. That's true. I think Gilgear's opening his pool up a little bit too, right? I think he's kind of stuck on you're playing Nyx or Earthshaker, you know, because those heroes are just so damn good. So now, you know, if you can always open up your 4 position, you know, that's why we see Yapsor playing it, Secret. They're also very similar on that train. So you go see Spartan. Nice courier.
Yeah. Rasmus is not going to be happy about that for sure, but you know, maybe Gilgear will die at some point and he can bring him his items. I've been seeing a lot of that as well.
Yeah, not the strongest bottom lane, to be honest with you. The Willow and Pango, it's more of like a volatile lane. You can get these kills if someone's really far out of position, but the lane strength in its own individuality is not really that much, especially not into Ursa. I feel like Ursa's going to just farm very nicely down here. And Spartan, he shouldn't be at risk of dying. Only way that the puck dies is if he just really misplays with his orb. Yeah,
I was about to say, have you seen SSA Spartan play? Sometimes he's really, you know, YOLO, gets in there and is like, we're going. Shouldn't die.
I remember Boston Major.
The key, but Stomanen saying, guys, I'm going to suicide. It's going to be fine. But Stomanen again, you know, he's got those cogs up, and Tofu looks like he is going to go down here. Stomanen going to be able to walk away. They need another hit, and they don't have it. The Treant's just chipping away here on Ace as he tries to find an opening through these trees. Bottom lane, Rasmus, maybe just a little bit too far forward here. Focus will be able to collect Gilgear, just putting out a couple of these hits. Needs some more damage though, and I don't think he has it because Spartan's going to rejoin, protect his Fuzzy Wuzzy here, and be able to be just fine in the bottom lane.
Nice stuff. Yeah, the Ursa in the puck lane is, I guess, talking about, is pretty strong, especially versus Pango and Willow. They're doing a good job there. We're seeing mid. Wish is really, really falling behind. That's why I'm curious to see why they picked this matchup, because they put this position. They knew this DK is going to be mid, and it's just a winning DK matchup. It's easy because DK just get these last hits. So. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it's going to bring together the draft, because I'm not seeing it for lane. And if you don't win lane as a Wind Ranger, then for me, I don't know why you really pick it, because the hero is just not that great right now. It just isn't.
I mean, they took out a lot of the mid options, right? Because they figured that the puck probably was going to get shifted. So perhaps this is the one that Wish felt the most comfortable with what was left. Does give you a little bit of tower potential, right? Being able to have the focus fire. But yeah, it's definitely not a... There's not much that lane's super strong against a DK, right?
No, not really. Not that many that just bullies him, in fact. Just all these like big spellcasters like Lina, you know, the ones that can nuke the waves in and just actually hit him and harass him from the distance constantly. Wind Ranger just doesn't hit hard enough and doesn't have double nukes. They only have the single nuke, so you can't actually pressure DK whatsoever. And the other thing is, too, they picked it into a lot of disables, and they picked it into Oracle. You get your Wind Run dispelled, you have Brambles, you have so many different stuns that you have to play around. Yeah. I'll stop talking about the Wind Ranger and how much I dislike it.
It's okay. The other day, you know, we heard how much everybody hated the Lycan pickup, or not Lycan, sorry, the Lifestealer pickup nonstop, and then Tinker. There's always that one hero, right, that people love to hate and harp on in the drafts, but then sometimes, you know, it surprises you. Oh, get the final hit over on the Courier. The stun comes up, though. I think Wish is probably going to pay for this. No, he's got the Haste Rune. He's going to bottle up right again. Already used the Fairy Fire and feeling pretty cheeky, probably.
Yeah, he really needed to kill, at least get some type of... he's getting 31 to 9 to 16. He's getting destroyed. Not much you can do in that matchup. We're seeing at least the Ursa still free farming, and nice move here by Spartan. He might be able to actually secure himself the bounty room because of that. Very nice.
Easy peasy. Could actually man-fight Gilgear here.
Oh.
Shadow Realm, though. Uses the Fairy Fire, throwing out the orb, goes forward. Oh, he's trying to make some cheeky plays here. Waiting Rift, final hit comes off. Down goes Gilgear.
Very nicely done.
Spartan
that individual play
to die.
Yeah, that was pretty. He dodged the Shadow Realm all nicely and everything too. And we're seeing a 2K advantage already off the lanes. Even though mid is going this poorly, they're having their top lane go pretty well. Nature's Prophet's having a good time, and Ursa's absolutely free farming. So this is all still good signs for Brame, even though their mid's not going well.
And I think that's the nice thing about having Skylark on this Nature's Prophet is he's going to be able to apply pressure to towers and also to ganks, plus the fact that Stolmanen, he's shown to be very adept on this clockwork and make a lot of things happen. So yeah, you know, usually you look at the mid, and that's usually the ones that you want to see the tempo coming out. Oh, nice scan. Did you realize that there's a rotation? Yeah, they've got themselves a double damager in two. Very nicely procured here. But I think it works out.
It does, and he does have the Javelin Rush too, so they could actually set up for Stormstormer if he's not careful.
Well, looks like he wasn't super careful, though. They do have the cogs up. Lots of damage here. Can they get the final hits off over onto Stormstormer? Down goes the dragon.
Very nice. I'm seeing this so much more. DK is starting to become extremely popular. He's always been a popular hero, but he's starting to become even more so. That we're seeing this so often now. It's like 5-6 minutes, DK hits 6. As soon as he used DK form, they bring 3 heroes. I've seen this so much now. Either you bring your offlaner or you just bring the 2 supports to gank when you do get a decent amount of damage. And the trigger was Javelin was done on Wind Ranger. They even found a DD to boot. So it's just a perfect setup for them to get that kill. And hey, he's actually ahead in net worth now over the DK. Who cares if you didn't get the last piece?
Gilgear, Stolmanen getting it. Yeah, forces him forward there. Using the cogs, and down goes Gilgear. I have to say, Brame, like, they had their Wheaties this morning or whatever it is, because sometimes, you know, they're off to a little bit of a slow start, but today, the foot's on the gas pedal, and I like it.
Yeah, it's super active, and with them getting this early game, with a hero like Nature's Prophet too and Ursa, it's all about this like early snowball mid game where, you know, there's a lot of action that's going to start kicking off. And Skylark, he's getting close to 6, so we're going to see that Wrath of Nature soon get ready to bounce around, and then that's another element of damage that Smash just has to be prepared for. So we could see Brame set themselves up for some really nice ganks around that. I'm already seeing Shto smoked up. He's looking for his own play. He's just constantly on the prowl, this Clockwork. I'm really liking the fact that he's just so...
This is how Stolmanen plays. This is how he's been playing consistently. Smoke will break. Dragon Tail comes out. They just can't quite hold him down into place, but they do force out the teleport. SSA Spartan makes his way over as well. Gilgear wants to make sure that they can procure these runes, but where is it? Top or bottom,
same
Fog?
Rotation. They're bringing the 3 people. DK form is popped. They're making sure that they can just surround him with 3. Bottom rune, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Brame is on point, like you said this morning. Just really knowing exactly what they need to do versus this draft. And with this Ursa in the bottom lane too, they actually can leave him alone a lot easier. That's why we're seeing the supports able to just swing around. Ursa's got a free lane. He's versus a Pango. Pango can't actually bully him by any means right now until they're at level 6 in particular. So yeah, very good stuff.
I like the wards that they have up too, coming out from the side of Brame, just keeping tabs over in the triangle. They know like rotations that might be potentially coming in. Or, you know, ganks. Hold that thought.
They're covering their bases.
Tofu, Wrath of Nature. We talked about the amount of damage coming in. Stolmanen chasing after him. Body blocks coming out here with these little treants. Ace will actually go and use the ultimate, so it's like Stolmanen will be forced away. Ace doesn't decide to chase right now. Just, we'll turn around, farm up some of these treants.
And JJ, I did see that. I saw you pointed that out. That DK form, he hit the tower at the end of his DK form, but because it ended, the tower the corrosive actually didn't get applied to the tower. That was some weird stuff. I haven't seen that before.
Huh.
Or Script, sorry. Apologies. Apologies, my beautiful observers.
Our observers do not get a day off, guys. They are hustling all the time. Wish, man fighting here. Stormstormer. Do you have a rotation coming in, though, from the support? Stoneman trying to rejoin up. It's a good shackle. Will hold them back. Stoneman throwing out the cogs. Wants to make sure that this Wind Ranger is totally fine. So
Okay.
Play a little bit more pressure on the mid tower. Spartan rejoining in, though. Not level 6 just yet. We'll just poke a little bit. Try to push
They
them
don't want
away
to lose
from the
this
tower.
Yeah, they want to try to keep it up as long as physically possible. Bring all the spammers. Now Storm will walk up, but they can't set up onto Stormstormer. And that tower is almost dead. So they have done a great job of slowing it down, but inevitably the DK, he's reigning supreme, especially with a little bit of a rotation from his teammates.
A little something extra.
You might wish to retract your last
Runes
greatest
are
tragedy
picked
of
up.
our eon.
I'll be interested to see who's going to start making the first real rotations for these different towers here. Because you saw in the middle lane, you've got a Dragon Knight, right? Dragon Knight is always going to want to place pressure, try to take down the mid tower. But they've had several attempts now, and they still have not been successful.
Yeah, now we have 10-minute. They're really forcing it in. We have the 10-minute catapult wave. So this one, Stormstormer still has some time before it's up, and they're going to go on him
Hook
beforehand.
shot from Stallman, the blink for it, or rather the illusory orb forward. They get the kill onto Stormstormer, and there's a lot of teleports coming up right now. Rasmus using the Rolling Thunder is going to try to go, just hold this Nature's Prophet into position. Puck having a difficulty here. He does have the illusory orb, should be able to go away, but you also have Focus over on the back line, so Spartan will go down. Focus trying to find an opening here. He wants to get this hit over onto the Pango. He will find it indeed, as now Gilgear forced back. We'll have the DK up in about 8 seconds, though.
Moxie, you are absolutely right. Look at Brame. They did have their Wheaties. All 5 of them collapse on mid in no time. That second catapult, they're like, no, you are not taking our tower. We're going to take yours, DK. Showing up with everybody. And they're going to get this tower probably here.
And I have to say, the position from Stolman has been so on point. He's just always in the right place, right time with either the hook shot, the battery assault, or just using the cogs to push them away. In fact, you're doing a great job here being able to just zone using their circles. We keep joking, this is a patch of circles, but it really does feel like it lately.
It really does. When you said that the other day, I was like, yep, we got Circle Dota, Mars, Monkey King, Phoenix, everything's kind of like a circle. It's all radiuses. Even Puck, Coil, we've got Waning Rift as well too. And Spartan in that last one, you mentioned the supports, Stahl, his positioning. It's actually, I'm thinking just these two on point. These two are really understanding the early game, how it's supposed to be moving around, and I'm loving the rotations, both the Puck and the Clockwork. Actually always being at the right place at the right time, and even the little silences. He catches the silence on the Oracle there when they're making the play on the DK. He's not able to get any type of save. Sure, he doesn't have his ult, but a Fate's Edict plus a heal. So these little things are all just being addressed right now for Bremen. Getting themselves in a good spot. 3K advantage, 9-1. Ursa free farm going for Battle Fury. Looking hot.
Everything's coming up brains so far.
Wait, he has Battle Fury. It's 12. This is a problem for the Smashers. That is a big Ursa.
That is a big old bear. Bottom lane, though, is getting pressured by the Smashers, so they are trying to find any sort of space that they can do, and Ace is trying his best as well, but when you've got 2 minutes and 29 seconds faster than average, Stallman, we talked about this. Stallman, he's always in the right place, right time here. He immediately breaks the smoke, manages to force him back with the cogs, and you just see Skylark and Focus doing what they do best, which is, well, I guess the Bear's better about, murder, but pushing the towers. Bottom lane, they'll find themselves a Monkey King. They'll have some Focus Fire going on off the side, but they do manage to slow down this Pangolier. He's not going to be able to get in the thick of things, so over on the back end, though, you see the rest of the team coming out from the side of Hellbear Smashers. They're just chasing this little clocky boy, and they'll be able to find him, but they spend a lot of time and resources chasing after him.
That was a Wrath of Nature and a Puck Coil used, though, also from Brame in an attempt to try to get that. So I think they're okay with using a couple extra ultimates to at least just get themselves a Clockwork kill because those were expended. Brame, looks like they want to still be postured around here. The DK form was used, so Stormstormer looking to find an opportunity to hit something, but hitting tier 2 towers a little bit too early at this point. Doesn't want to risk that positioning, especially when they don't have Pango ult. Well, they're going to back up. They're satisfied with this, but I don't think Brame's unhappy either. Like we said, the Ursa is just an absolute beast. They have all 3 cores farming. They're in a good spot right now.
And he's already 2K net worth ahead of Ace here with that bear.
That's insane.
It's wild to think about, for sure. He's just had the free run of the land. No one's telling him, no, don't hit these creeps. As Wish gets a kill on Gilgear. Guessing there was a Nature's Prophet teleport down. Did not
Looks
see.
like it.
Assuming.
Do we have the Orchid finished on the NP? I'd assume that he does have Orchid if they're getting kills on Willow. Find out in a second, so. Rasmus having to go for the Yules. He's seeing that Orchid's going to be built up. He's also versus Puck. Just naturally needs some way to protect himself versus Coil and Silence. But yeah, they're quickly falling behind. And this Ursa, he's farming at a much faster pace. Wind Ranger's keeping up / passing the DK. So yeah, Hellbear Smashers, they got to be active. They have a blink on DK, so they can be. They want to try to surround over on top. Play around their Pango in particular. But Brame's set up here. Sto, he's just walking in.
Yeah, he did. He was all smoked up, so it looks like he is going to be the one who tanks the gank here. Down he goes. He's that Wrath of Nature, just trying to put a little damage out.
That's fine. I mean, that's a couple times now he's just tanking the game. Yeah, and I feel like this game he's actually just gonna play he's gonna play that 5-position clockwork. Even though he's supposed to be playing the 4 role, I think the Puck getting the farm is just a little bit more important at this point. It's just easier for him too. He can actually clear waves on like clockwork.
I think their vision game is just so strong too. Like the fact that they, you've got Spartan who likes to run in with his face, first of all, but then also the fact that, you have a Nature's Prophet, you have a Clockwork. These are people that are going to be able to, posture themselves forwards or, move around the map and get that vision going. And that's always been so important in Dota, is knowing exactly where people are and then being able to spy them and find out what item is coming out next.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As we are seeing top, Rasmus is going to try to set up for Skylark. This should be a pretty easy kill. There's a rotation of focus is already coming up. So is Wish.
They need to be careful here because they'll turn right around. Looks like Skylark. Oh, but the Shackle comes in and almost manages to save the Nature's Prophet. But Gilgear is going to pay for this with his life as both of them go down. Brame making the buddy rotations here and collecting themselves a 2-for-1.
And that's why they picked the Wind Ranger. Like you said, like we were talking about, Wish is just comfortable. A nice, beautiful Shackle. He's still top 2 net worth. Looking hot. And I'm actually glad you did point out the wards, because I was going to say how Brame, they did something I don't see a lot of teams do, is they triple warded their own jungle. So I'm usually just seeing people placing their own, we put like 1 ward in their jungle to just watch if the enemy's swinging through normally.
Yeah.
And then they mostly put it around like the enemy triangle or around the enemy jungle in particular. That's very rare to see. So it just tells me that they're hunting and just expecting Ace and more of Smash to play down here. But it's just rare to see all 3 wards committed.
Looks feel like things have calmed down just a little bit. Focus, though. He's pushing forward the wave. Rasmuth will clear it back up again. It feels weird to see a DK lineup fall behind like this, especially because, we expect so much from Stormstormer. He's been a real standout player so far this DPC, and it feels like this time he just, every time, it's not even that he's playing badly, it's that Brame is playing so well, right? Every time he pops the dragon form, all of a sudden, surprise, you've got all the supports here, and that also forces the supports on the side of Hellbear Smashers to respond, which gave Ursa the perfect start.
Yeah, they just set themselves up really nice with lanes, and supports just made phenomenal moves because they had these good lanes. Stormstormer.
He does have backup with Rasmus, but I don't think he realizes. Yep, Dream Coil gets used the silence immediately. The Yules will buy him a bit more time, though. Nature's Prophet joining into the fight, though. Down goes Rasmus, and this is not looking great for our friend Stormstormer as he is just slaughtered. He's fertilizer for the trees, Fog.
Really is. This is just a really, again, just a... I feel like I'm having a memory of yesterday, just how good teams are playing and how quick they were playing when I was watching Nigma and Nigma yesterday. And then I'm just seeing this happening again. 7k advantage. They're taking over Roche, taking over enemy jungle, taking tier 2. It's all the right moves. This is just really good stuff. And I don't know if Smashers is going to get to the point where they want to actually play their draft when they have like BKB, DK, and all this. They might just be out of the game by that point.
Spooky stuff, especially now you've got the Puck who's picked up his Blink Dagger, so his positioning is going to be even better. And you got an Aegis online now too. So, I mean, Bear jumps in, everybody starts jumping on the Bear, and then you just follow up with the Puck, who can drink Coil, and the cleanup crew comes in. It's just a really nice draft, honestly, the way that they're playing this.
Yeah, they're just running away with it. They're not letting Hellbear Smashers like prepare themselves and set themselves up for all this. They're just getting there before the preparation and before like all these heroes are set up. They're always getting there too quick for Smashers. Now Gilgear spotted.
Immediately Shadow Realms. He is definitely dead here, though. No way that he makes this out alive. Yeah, down he goes.
8k gold lead, 16-4.
This is a perfect Bear, 5-0 and 3 right now.
He's focused.
Literally.
Yeah. I have to hold
Please
myself
laugh.
off from saying that one like 10 times, honestly. Like, I just see it, I'm like, he's farming, he's really focused.
No, every time I heard the focus thing on panel the other day, I was definitely just like, I wanted to make a joke, like be like, I see what you did there, but I knew that they weren't going for it and that no one would have laughed. It feels bad, man.
Laughing on the inside.
Monkey King
Clockwork
up
has
the tree. But Spartan can just zip away. This is a good hero for him.
Yeah, they get the ward gets instantly dewarded. We start still seeing Smashers protecting the triangle with a lot of
Oh man, look at
heroes
the
and
impression.
Rasmus.
Hook shot coming in from Stallman. He's found himself the Oracle, and that power shot finds his mark too as SSA Spartan cleans up. Stormstormer is now just being bullied by Skylark here. Will get, of course, completed. Dream Coil gets used over here. Willow does get stunned and obliterated.
They're just getting caught out all over the place, especially the two supports on the side of Smashers. The two supports on Brame are heavily outplaying the two supports on Smashers. It's just, they want to be able to set themselves up in lanes and actually be able to have this like 4 or 5 man fight or something for Smashers. It's never happening. Brame is catching 1 or 2 heroes on the transition every single one of these times.
Well, maybe they can find a kill here. Yeah, they'll find SSA Spartan over in the mid lane, so they'll take that.
And they do have Stormstone with the BKB now, so now he's a lot safer versus the spell damage, but the Ursa is going to eat him. As we know, this Ursa is tremendous. Blink, I didn't see what his next item already is. He's probably on his way toward the Basher, whichever one he chooses to, as this Ursa is really going to take over the game.
It'll be the first time in history that a bear eats a dragon. Usually it's the other way around.
That is, yes.
Sorry, Fog. I know you had a late night. I'm just making dumb jokes here.
No, you're good. I'm just not feeling my 100% today. I'm struggling a little bit.
It was a late night for all y'all, for sure.
Something like that.
You
Smoke.
got this. You're doing great.
We're killing it. Okay, BKB. Jesus.
Yeah, he's a big bear.
He's so farmed.
Gilgear, do you know what's about to happen to you? I guess not, because down goes the fairy.
Saving Coil, too. They make that play with just a little silence, and then they can go keep making plays elsewhere. Skylark.
Oh,
has
look at
BKB
that
the very
rocket.
top.
They immediately know. Hookshot comes in,
Did.
stuns up the Monkey King, separates both of them. Stallman, man, he is just bringing it. And I love it. Oh, they can
Tofu.
see you, Tofu. Down you go. As now Ace is just running away, hopping in the trees, wants nothing to do with this. This bear still has an Aegis, still has a BKB. What do you do against that?
They're actually just running from hero to hero, just killing them. And Smashers just aren't prepared for this whatsoever. Everyone just still split up and farming.
Stormstormer says no, but on the back line here is Ace. Puck Spartan just a little bit short on that, so he is going to go down. They do manage to find themselves a kill. The blink forward here over on the side. Looks like Stolmaden should go down. He's got that blade mail, though, and he's got the essence ring. He's buying himself a little bit more time. Rasmus is just chained up over here in the corner. So they do find the clockwork. But again,
They
those are just
finally
the two
punched back.
supports.
Yeah. At least something, though. They needed something to start going in their favor. It's just, it started to get out of control. Brame is just walking from lane to lane, killing anyone who shows. Hellbear Smashers now at least grouped up as 3 or 4. Actually playing it a little bit more properly. I feel like they're showing a bit too much on these supports as well. I'm watching Tofu just showing in lanes a lot on this Oracle, and he should be really just playing behind people. I just saw him do it like 2 or 3 times where he shows in a lane and nukes it. He has to just literally be playing right behind his cores.
Right. Maybe follow the Monkey King around or something, but...
I think so. I think he has to be playing a lot more paired up with Ace, because his power is really with Ace when they can get the, that lifesteal kicking in. You get a false promise and you turn the fight entirely because of that. And Ace is finally online and ready to actually fight. Maelstrom and his Ags is finally done. And they can definitely do some fun bait plays, especially now that Aegis has been reclaimed. So they do have a bit of a strength for themselves. But these rockets.
There was one in the bottom lane right by the tree. Like, they just instantly, threw it out. It's just so on point. It's actually insane. And he's going to run right into Ace. Hookshot comes in, holds him in the... He's got the Aghanims over the back line, though. The Ursa is getting hit. But they still are going to be able to just take down Ace. He's not even allowed to be a part of this fight as they go forward. Yet again, that BKB and Ursa paying off. He's just chasing Tofu, but does have to be careful on the back lines. The supports are going down. Buyback coming out now from Ace. He's mad that he wasn't a part of that fight, and they have to be careful because they don't have an Aegis any longer. Tofu throwing out the save, so they finally slay focus. But they did require a buyback from Ace, which is not what you want.
They were split up again. I didn't keep track of exactly where the Oracle was, but I'm seeing Ace being chased for a while. I feel like you had to connect with him when he was being chased for that entire area in his own triangle. Again, the Oracle couldn't find an opportunity to ultimate save him. He was cut off from the rest of the heroes on the left side. Yeah, their positioning is just, it's a little weird right now from Smashers, and they're getting punished a lot by Brame. Finally, though, we said able to punch back and get the bear. So now they get some more breathing room to be able to sit back and farm for these next few items.
God, look at the net worth disparity. Like you've got the Ursa and the Nature's Prophet at the top, and then trailing behind is of course Stormstormer and Ace, and they're doing the best they can. I mean, the Wind Ranger's definitely been suffering, and we talked about not super loving that. But we have a Fireball picked up though now.
He did. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about this.
Okay.
I hear from some players that they think it's really conceptually and really cool, but then I also hear that it's conceptually stupid to have on a DK. You know, you're this core hero that doesn't want to spend this. As
Spartan.
they will find Spartan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like the idea
I
of the Fireball just for more AoE, right? We talk about this being, joking around. This is Circle Dota. You've got, the Monkey King who's going to have his ultimate. You throw down, the Fireball in the middle of it. Maybe a Bramble. You've got so many wombo combos, not to mention even, the Pangolier just being able to roll on up.
Yeah, I'd prefer to him have his own actual buildup of items, because they're going to pop BKBs, Wind Ranger's going to be speeding around with Wind Run, Puck's going to be jaunting away. They're not going to stand in Fireball, but it's fine. I've seen a lot of people just experimenting and trying some. Like I said, some people really like it. AUI Curtis really likes it. Some other people really hate it. So it's all just in the eyes of the beholder.
That's preference. You're seeing different things coming out. And I think that's the fun thing about this patch, right? Is the fact there's so many things that are added that we're still trying to figure out what's good and when is it good. Yeah,
well, I'm seeing like a lot of variations of just builds too, where it doesn't matter what you're playing up, so you just go this build. Like we see Gilger, he's probably just gonna die right here.
Yeah, I would say so.
But he's going just straight Aghanims, which we saw Yapsor do, but you could see a lot of arguments this game for him going for Yule Scepter or something like that, right? He's playing versus Ursa, amazing versus Enrage, dispels silences off himself, but no, he's just going straight for the Ags because it feels comfortable and it just feels good. So people are just doing whatever they want, really.
Careful,
it
Raz.
does seem like in this.
Got a Basher
Blink and Basher.
Yeah, that's scary.
Now the actual man fighting is a lot more difficult for the Monkey King if he's inside the fray versus that Ursa, and they really have to have Tofu in positioning to protect Ace.
God, it reminds me of the Viking game where Celery was just on point with like all of his saves. That's really what we got to see out of Tofu this game.
Yeah, we do. He has a hard time because there's so many different vision aspects. A NP TPing behind him, a rocket, a power shot, just so many different things that can potentially see him. So it is hard, but he really has to get a little bit more on point with it in this game if they want to have a hope as Stormstormer.
Stormstormer, yeah, okay, they went a little, Skylark though, turns around, he finds him. Be able to go, the shackle to the GG, over to the side, actually goes a little bit past him, but down will go Stormstormer. And the rest of the team now, you see some of these teleports come out, but they're like, no, we're not fighting here, everybody get back.
He went for the attempt with the GG branch. It went right through it, but he went for it. He went for it.
Yeah, style points.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
And that's a pretty big kill. I'm surprised Stormstormer actually didn't pop the BKB because he had a good amount of time to actually be able to do so. He just lets himself get shackled and killed, maybe just thinking he wouldn't get the backup in time. And now it's right around Roche. And again, Smashers just all split up. A lot this game. They're just way too split up this game in comparison to Brame, who's constantly hunting them and finding them all isolated. Much better team play coming out from Brame this game.
Have the BKB picked up on Ace now, but it feels like he's just not allowed to play the game half the time because Stolmanen is just hunting. It's interesting because normally I would say you see a Clockwork and you think that he's going to be going after Tofu, right? He's going to be going after this Oracle every time. But they've just gotten like so, I don't want to say lucky because I feel like they're using their game sense very well to realize, okay, we just saw a Monkey over here. We'll throw out a rocket. We'll get a pick off. There's another pick off going on while they're talking about that. Rasmus goes down. And again, Stolmanen, a big part of that. It feels like Ace just has not been allowed to actually play Dota.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. And it feels like Brame, they're playing their style, which is exactly what their draft wants to, is go for the pickoffs. Don't go for these straight up big 5v5 engagements. Just keep killing heroes when they're split up. While Smashers, they want that 5v5 engagement, and they've never had it happen. Not once in this game yet have we seen a good stun with like a Willow ult or anything following up. It's just not there. They'll find Spartan again, which is these small pickoffs.
Is that finding Spartan, or is that Spartan running very far forward again?
True.
Well, it's all part of the plan, according to Stolmanen, as he said in the interview yesterday.
Maybe it is, right? It was a DK ult forced, right? And then he's gonna respawn. There's gonna be no DK ult, and then maybe they feel strong. So yeah.
Just playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing regular chess.
How much damage did Fireball do? Oh wow, that's quite a lot. Actually, no. I mean, it did like 200 something damage during the stuns.
That definitely sounded very sarcastic, though.
I know.
Yeah, that was,
I don't know. I'm mixed about it. I'm mixed about it. It's just weird on like these. It's because you're like a carry DK, so it's just like a very weird build up to have on that hero. When you look at some other carry-esque heroes, they have these amazing shards that just fit so well into the hero. Like Ursa, you know, you get free enrage on your 6th Fury swipe.
Well, doesn't look like he'll be going for that shard anytime soon. It looks like next up on the agenda is, of course, the Abyssal Blade. And Focus does have to be a bit careful. Oh, he's got the BKB. They don't care, though. He's jumping right in after Ace. He doesn't want to allow him to do anything in this fight. This BKB is purely defensive right now, Fox. He just goes down. He isn't allowed to do anything as Tofu just being closed upon in the backline. Spartan poking away at him. Does have to be careful. I feel like he's still, uses the Dream Quest. This is the most SSA Spartan thing I have seen as he just dives on in, waits for Focus. And they collect.
Beautifully done though by Spartan. We're seeing Focus get chased, but he'll be fine. He just focused onto the Oracle. He got the silence onto him. They played on him. He stuck vision. Skylar TP's in, gets the Bloodthorn onto him, and then Ace. He's running with his BKB, but there's no save for him. There's no false promise.
Spartan
He's down for 70 seconds.
Spartan's approaching from the side of the base I don't think you expected. Stormstormer though, the Terrorize comes through. Rasmus rolling around the back lines trying to disrupt, but Stoneman, and again with these cogs, he just pushes them forward. They get the kill. Down goes Stormstormer. Rasmus, he's about to roll out of that Rolling Thunder, and he is just absolutely toast.
Godlike Wind Ranger, last pick.
It's working. You know, we all giggled at it, but they're making it work.
Yeah, I didn't have too much belief in it either, but the way that Brame played, now I have belief in them as they forced the G out. They